of all. What is this?
Your bag straps, your stakes. This is the back. That's the butthole.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Welcome back to Modern Homestead, Alaska. I'm Jessica. My family is here today. We are actually going to process this moose. As we go along through each of the different sections of the video, we are going to include some amazing pictures of the hunt. And I'll tell you ahead of time, one of my favorite pictures is actually of Destiny glassing for moose on top of the hill. So at the very end of this video, there will be a short clip because they didn't drag GoPros. They weren't trying to make a YouTube video. They weren't doing any of that, but they were able to record the kill shot, which is a single shot, and the moose going straight down, which is a beautiful thing to see. Not the loss of life is beautiful, but to take the animal and to have as little suffering as possible, and then to honor the animal, which is what we're trying to do on our channel by using every part and portion that we possibly can, and then the sharing of this. I think it is absolutely beautiful that Destiny's family got half of the moose, we got the other half, and this will feed a whole lot of people this winter. Let's get into the video. We have the brine moose heart here, and I put it, double bagged it in a 2-gallon bag, and it's gone for 7 days. Lots and lots of salt, and we are going to just pour it into the strainer here in the kitchen and start rinsing it while we get the flavorful brine ready. All right, we are gonna put together the flavorful brine that it's gonna sit in for just a couple hours before it goes on the smoker. I'm gonna cut this in half. So it says 4 cloves of garlic. We wanna crush this. I had to cut some of these. These are our fresh garlic that we grew here in Alaska, and some of the cloves are so massive that you have to cut them in half to get them in here. 3 cups of water. Let's see. Aaron saw this whiskey on another. We've marinated something else with it. I don't know that I love it, but it's what we have. So half of a cup of that. Then we have some of our good honey here. How many tablespoons? 4 tablespoons of honey. To that we want to do 4 tablespoons. I have coconut aminos, or if you have soy sauce, it does call for soy sauce, but I just never use soy sauce because I have this. So 4 tablespoons if we have it. 2, 3. I can throw that away. Now the Worcestershire, wash or sister, what are all the words you guys sent me? Worcester, you guys are, no one actually knows how to pronounce it, but everyone says that they do. So 3 tablespoons of this. And then for the pepper, I'm gonna do this beautiful white pepper. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of it. Nice heaping teaspoons. That already smells amazing. Give this a little whisk. All right, so many asked, how much does the moose heart weigh? And I said we would find out. So I got the kitchen scale out. And let's do units. We're gonna do in pounds because I'm American. All right, what does she weigh? 6 pounds, 6.5 ounces. So this is over 6 pounds of meat here. Now, we talked about before that half of the heart is gonna go on the smoker, and then the other half is going to go into the freeze dryer for snacks. But one of the main things that it says is to remove this hard white fat off of the heart. I had some questions as we're processing the moose today about knives and recommendations and those sort of things. The knives we have are a Victorinox. They actually are very, very good, very, very sharp knives, and Aaron took them in last week before we processed the rib sections and had them sharpened. And then anything we used, let's just trim that piece off and put that in the freeze dryer. Anything we used, he took back to the knife shop. We do have sharpeners, but our home sharpeners are never gonna be as good as what the knife shop can do. I'm just trying to get all this white fat before I decide in which direction I want to cut it in half. I can clean it up some more. So I think just down the center. All right, so I think this smaller chunk is the one we're gonna put on the smoker. So let me just move this aside. So I think I got it pretty well cleaned up. It doesn't have anything weird going on it. Because we've never ate moose heart and we do want a majority of it to be able to kind of powder down, it's good. Organ meat is all the rage right now, but there's so many good, amazing uses for it. So that I'm gonna slice up. This one's gonna go in this marinade. If I can get it submerged and just put a lid on this bowl, oh, perfect, I can. All right, so we're gonna do that. I'll put a lid on this and that'll sit for a couple hours, and then we're gonna dry rub that before we smoke it, and then I'm gonna grab the freeze dryer trays out. All right, we have 2 whole trays of the heart, and it just looks like any other deep red meat once it's all cut and sliced and ready to go. We'll pre-freeze this because I would like to fill the other trays before I run the freeze dryer. It takes so much energy to do that. So I'll pop the lids on, put these in the freezer. And Aaron just got back. He got me the sausage stuffer, which we should be able to use that to fill the freezer bags with the moose. And we're just getting set up. We're waiting on Caleb to get here with the pieces that need processed. And so these will go in the freezer. I'll let you know how they turn out.
No, it's the biggest
So
chunk.
we're wiping it down with vinegar. The bacteria in the air is what tenderizes the meat, but we don't want to spread that throughout the meat, and we don't want it on the knives and such. So we're just wiping the moose down with some straight white vinegar before we get to cutting. And then this is the back, and it has what cuts, Aaron? What are you pulling off of it?
This is the remnants of the back strap.
That's what's left of the back strap. That was the best. We ate that the other day. You went through that on the smoker today? With the heart?
Huh?
And throw that on the smoker with the heart. Do it again, Jess.
Wow, look at that beautiful meat.
Then
How
when
do
you
I
get
do
your
this?
Sally Dad.
What happened here?
So my little white man cut meat. Sorry about that, Dad. I'm gonna have you next year to help me.
This is where he botched the butthole.
Oh, that was on camera.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No. Because I didn't use profanity.
I think it was a male.
Huh? That wasn't where that was it?
No.
That's on the other piece outside.
Yeah.
You gotta whack that off.
They can see the usage.
TikTok. Life.
I haven't been on TikTok in so long.
Okay, so we have both of the back straps pulled off.
Sure.
And I'm just cleaning these up. This one I'm going to turn into steaks. The other one I cut in half, and it's going to just be something that we can smoke up. And then this big hunk off the back as well is going to become our actual roast. And then the rest of it, for the most part, we will cut down into hamburger. So any scraps I put here to the side.
I'm leaving all that on there.
I'm just tearing this.
Huh?
Just tearing this.
Tearing what? Wish I was a wolf. You just pick it apart. Eat it. Nope. Brush my teeth afterwards.
With what? The toothbrushes.
Bruno gets toothbrush. Humber.
Bruno loves his toothbrushes.
Toothbrush. Oh. Birdie. You don't get a toothbrush, Bert. You ran away.
And took the puppy with him.
Where is that pup?
He went with Caleb.
Oh.
You watched him leave. On this, to cut the steaks, I'm cut them a little bit, about inch and a half, you'd say, thick. And then we'll pound them out and we'll bread and fry those. What is it called? I love it. I had it.
Chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak, but schnitzel. It's like schnitzel. Love me some schnitzel. Yummy. This will be the most tender thing. Those are just wanting to fall apart in your hand.
You know why?
So tender. So some of the best cuts come off of the back, and so we pulled 3 roast off. So I'm gonna weigh it.
She cut makes them. They're dry.
Okay, so that's 2.5 pounds. And then I'm gonna seal this stuff up a little bit early so that I'm not forgetting what these cuts are.
No?
I'm not talking to you the rest of the day.
Norman's not funny.
Norman has never been funny.
Leslie laughed.
She felt like obligated.
Decided.
What are you working on?
Moose. Front shoulder. Hi, camera. We're cutting out the front shoulder of this moose. Get a lot of meat off of it. Yeah. It's delicious. What's Caleb doing?
I don't know. All right, we have weighed out this whole bowl. And then we have the fat added in there. We're gonna start grinding it. This is 25 pounds total. And then we're gonna get that stuffing. So we have 15 pounds from just the back section in roast and steaks. And now we're gonna get some burger going. Caleb, do you want to wash the stuffer? What? Oh, the chickens. What are you doing, Caleb?
Everything? All channels?
What are you doing?
Caleb, quit wasting the meat.
It's just messy.
Putting meat into this bagging machine.
Where's your bags?
Where's my bags? Oh,
Only fill it to the 1 pound mark.
Caleb, you know there's clamps over there,
I
right?
see him. It's not going anywhere.
You hold it right here.
I feel like we look really dumb right
Yeah, we do.
I
Go. Go.
I was getting
Go.
it.
Go.
Because what setting are we on? We need to be on 1 for the torque.
now. Only to the 1 pound mark. Stop.
Where's the 1 pound mark? It's not
Right
done.
here at this.
Yeah,
and
we know.
then
Keep
you.
going.
Okay. You tie it off.
Back it off. It's like a cocktail.
They're really moving, aren't they? Look at right above us. Dang, they're purple, red. Dang.
We're gonna get the meat ready to go on the smoker. We have the 1 piece of loin that's left. We ate that way early on, and then the piece of the heart. So I'm just gonna rinse this off, pat it. We've got several hours ahead of us, plenty of time to smoke this up. So just gonna pat it dry. Aaron has this mix, so I'm not gonna make a new mix. It's the Blanco. So it has what it calls for, which is onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. So we're gonna put a nice, generous dry rub on here. All right, now let that adhere while Aaron gets the smoker going. We're gonna do the same thing here, but no marinade. You want me to pull the lid? Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, go.
Oh, look at her roll of smoke.
Roll them pecan in there.
Pecan. Nice.
Lit it. So we're gonna smoke this about 250 degrees for, we'll see how long it takes. We don't know. I've never done a heart before. So we're gonna test it. We're gonna try to get to the internal temp of 145, and then we are going to let Jessica be the magic first tester. Ah, thank you.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
Just pulled the heart off of the smoker. It is resting, wrapped in some foil, and we're letting the other piece of, is it the back strap or the loin? The loin. We're letting the loin finish smoking. We brought in the leg section, and then we are done. We took the time, we washed everything up, cleaned up our whole workspace, and now we're gonna get going on the last and final piece, and this will possibly produce the most amount of burger out of all of the different chunks. We have a huge amount back here. What are you doing?
Sharpening the knives.
Getting the knives resharpened? Ready to start over?
They say.
Not really. All right, it is the next day and I am recording 2 videos simultaneously, and so we're going to try the moose heart now. We just couldn't get to it last night, then you'll see kind of the closing. I'm really sorry about that. It just got really late, and if you've ever harvested and processed an animal, then you know the smell, honestly, as great and fresh and wonderful as it is, it starts getting to you, and no one wanted to eat moose last night. So we saved it till today. The house is all clean, it's wonderful, and I have stored it overnight, and I thought of the perfect way to try this moose heart. We are gonna make the most amazing sandwich out of it. Also in the process of recording the ending of the other video that I made this weekend, and so you will see the full dinner, and I don't know if it's the video before or the video after this one. I haven't decided which order they're gonna go out in, but we do the whole potato harvest and make a beautiful dinner at the end. So here is the moose heart. It has been smoked and it rested overnight, and it is nice and firm. So I want to just put a really thin slice, there we go, on this, almost shaving it. actually is very beautiful. I get the salt and pepper and spices, and it literally just smells like lunch meat. All right. Here goes nothing. If you didn't tell me that was heart, I would think it's like pastrami. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it just is rich and flavorful, kind of like a pastrami that has been marinated for a really long time, and it has all those heavy spices and meatiness of flavor to it. It literally tastes like pastrami. I'm gonna get Aaron to try. All right, Aaron agreed. That is so crazy. I can't believe that. That is honestly shocking. So this, we decided, is the loin, right? But it's the other one that we smoked. So I'm gonna give it a little shave. We're gonna make beautiful sandwiches out of it. Look at that. It's so tender. Girl. I have to get some of this. Did you know most of the sub shops, we have Jersey Mike's, just one of them in the state of Alaska, and they will sell you a loaf of their bread. So I am going to make Aaron and I a sandwich. I had to go to town earlier with Destiny, and so I went by instead of having to race home and make bread and all of the different things. So I'm going to make the most beautiful sandwiches, at least they are in my head. So here's what's gonna go on the sandwich. This is, if I can get it open. Well, that sealed great. This is that onion jam that we made here on the channel. So I'm gonna do mayonnaise. This is a little homemade mayo. Perfect. Messy. That'll work. Little homemade mayo. To that, a little bit of this onion jam. Just so good. Okay. Then one is gonna be the loin. So load that up with the meat, and the other one is heart. There we go. Okay, to this, we want arugula because we really want a bite to counteract the smoking and the richness of the meat. So a little arugula. Okay. And then I have some spicy but sweet. So we need the acid that is gonna come from a pickle. Couple of pickles. And then a little bit of feta. Feta has a much sharper kind of bite to it, and the feta will act really, really well with the pickles and against the heaviness of the meat. And that is it. Okay, that one's the top. All right, so there we have it. Beautiful. 30? It is 9:30. We are done. It looks chaotic, however, everything is cleaned up. All of the dishes are done. All of the moose is processed. So Destiny's parents, her family processed the other half of it today at their house. So the whole moose is completely finished. That is super exciting. We want to weigh it. Keep in mind, we got 30 packs and then we started weighing them today and realized more than 1 pound will go in the pack. So we're not quite sure. So we had 6 packages of ribs plus the 30 pounds. Let's start with this, Caleb. I guess put the scale up here. Okay. All right, this first box is the roast and the steaks. That is 16.8 pounds.
No, that's not. That only goes to 8, so it's basically 17 pounds.
17 pounds. Do you think this will hold that thing? Can you lift it? All the hamburger?
Yeah, that's what helps me.
All right, let's do it. That's 140.
40.
Plus 16, 156 plus 30 from last week.
186.
186, not including the ribs.
So
The ribs, so
200.
nearly 200 pounds for just our family, which means 400. Oh, I weighed the heart today. It was 5 or 6 pounds. Just the heart alone was 5 or 6 pounds. So this moose in total is what, 400 pounds? 400 pounds of food for 2 families to split. That is absolutely incredible. What a blessing. Good job, you guys. You did so great. That's exciting. All right. Thank you for joining us today. At the very end, we're going to show you that clip of the moose going down. And then, like I said, hopefully throughout the video, there has been photos of the hunt that they went on. Is there anything you want to say about the hunt? Where were you?
Can't tell you.
Can't tell ya. That's the Alaska way. They were at moose camp. Destiny's family. How long have you guys been going to moose camp?
My grandparents for like 30, 40 years, I think.
Yeah?
And then, I don't know about my parents.
Yeah. So it's been in the family like 30, 40 years. So moose camp in her family, 30, 40 years, something like that. And then Caleb was invited on his first time at moose camp with Destiny's family. He got a big bull moose.
The biggest.
The biggest. The biggest in the family this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
How big? Oh, we haven't told any of those stories. How big is your horn spread?
Antlers. The antlers are 59 inches.
59 inches. Nice.
Almost into the big boy club.
Almost. What's the big boy club?
60.
60? You missed it by 1 inch.
1 inch.
We're going to put all this away. Thank you guys for joining us. If you enjoyed today's video, like we've said for quite a while now, we share whatever is happening in our life on the homestead, whether that's hunting and fishing, whether that's the adventures, the animals, the livestock, lots and lots of cooking and preservation and all of the different things. We truly enjoy you being here. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't yet.
How much meat we get?
Oh, between both sides, it's over 400 pounds.
What?
So
Both sides.
we have over 200 and they have at least 200 because they have the same amount, the other half of the moose. So the moose in total was 400 pounds.
Well, tell George I'm fat so he can share.
If you haven't hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, you'll get notification,
Come on,
thumbs
Joe.
up and comments,
Good, yeah.
as well as sharing the videos all help our channel to grow. We hope that you're what? Blessed. We hope that you find something to be grateful for.
I hope I'm full.
And we hope that we will see you in the next video. Thank you.
Here. Can we take them? There you go. Easy, easy. You got one more in there? Yep. All right, hold on. Nice shot. Nice move.